I'm Natalie Williams, and I'm the parliamentarian of the Central Hardin FFA chapter. And so what is FFA? FFA is a national youth organization that promotes leadership skills and brings up the next generation of agriculturists and our future leaders. And there are tons of opportunities that you can do in FFA, tons of careers like they stated before, and it just brings lots of growth and new people into the workforce.
Hi, my name is Bailey Lowe. I'm a senior at John Hardin High School, and I'm the president of our FFA chapter. So another pathway that you can take is the animal science pathway or the horticultural systems pathway. Both of those start out with principles ag and go into agri-science. But then in the animal systems, you go into specifics such as small animal technology or veterinary science. And then those are the pathways that would make you like a zoologist or a marine biologist or even just a veterinarian. Whereas the horticulture systems goes into your greenhouse classes and your floral design, and that would let you be a botanist or a farmer scientist or a landscaper or things like that. So there's multiple pathways that you can take while under the agriculture umbrella.
Hi, I'm Abigail Key, and I am from North Hardin High School, and I am a junior. I am currently the vice president of our FFA chapter, and within the agriculture education pathways, one of the pathways you can do is our agriculture power structural technical systems. And once you get to high school, you will first take our principles of agriculture, and from there you will take all sorts of classes like small power and equipment to prepare you to be maybe a welder, an agriculture engineer, or an electrical engineer. There are many other careers that you can do, but those are just a couple. Thank you. So do you guys have any current questions? So once you guys get to high school, you're going to first start off with your principle of agriculture. Oh. And those. Okay. And that'll be the first class you take during 9th grade. What kind of job are you guys planning to go into?
Well, I was going to be a writer, but
Be a writer? So, are you interested in are you guys interested in animals or welding or mechanicals and stuff? Okay. So the current pathways here, I'll let you get here.
My name is Staff Sergeant Andrea Jackson. I'm the local Air Force recruiter in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. So I'm Air Force recruiting, and what we have here is a plethora of our different Air Force career fields. This one here, the Air Force, is not just pilots, and that's so very true. Pilots make up about 5% of the Air Force, and everyone outside of that is supporting, the pilots. So we need electricians, we need mechanical, we have our RPA drones, here that we have. We have our personnel support and things like that. So anything that you could think of doing outside of the Air Force as far as the civilian sector, that's what we have here. And that's what makes us so reputable, because we're so transferable on the outside for it. Our application, you have to be 17 to 39 years old to apply, pass the ASVAB. That's our test, to get in, and then be medically qualified at MEPS, and that is in Louisville, Kentucky for us. And after that, we just match you up with the Air Force career field, and you're set. One thing that is very critical to the Air Force, and that's different from us, is our community college of the Air Force. And there, you're earning college credits automatically when you go to basic training, your technical school, and then your first duty location. So after all of that, it's typically around 5 additional college courses, and you'll have your associates in whatever career field that you have. For me, prior to recruiting, I was a personnelist, so my civilian sector is human resource. So I got the associates in human resource right off the bat. So that's Air Force. Check us out.
Joshua Bean. I work for Altec here in E-Town. This is a virtual welder. It allows us to teach people how to weld without actually throwing sparks and wasting metal. So this will let you get the muscle memory of welding, and it gives you a score based on parameters that we've put in it, so you know what you need to work on. Might be hard to see, but you just basically get in here and this will show you where you need to be, and then you try to achieve that as you go through the whole thing. So and then it gives you a score based on all that. And then we just use it and people compare their scores and whatnot, and it teaches you what you need to work on.
So my name is Travis Bringers. I work for Elizabethtown Altech. I'm a CWI certified welding inspector, welding instructor. I've worked at Altech for 17 years. Today I get the opportunity to come out here and talk to all of the kids and potential hires later on. Okay, so here today I have got a miniature unit. This is very similar to what we build on a daily basis at our E-Town facility. Okay, so normally this aero unit would be quite a bit bigger than what it is here, and we mount these in the back of the trucks for like your telecoms and your electric companies to keep your power and internet and electricity on.
What are you enjoying most about what you do?
Just being able to come out to shows like this and be able to talk to all the young folks, just to kind of get them interested in what we do, and just open everybody's eyes on just making sure that the product that we build on a daily basis actually keeps people's electricity on.
And do you want to show us how this works?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to raise this unit. All right, so you can see there it raises. We can lower it. All right, we can turn it. All right, so here we can raise it even more if we need to. We can lower it, and we can extend the arm out, or retract it and extend the arm. In the end there's actually there's an operator standing in the end of this, where the part that is the swinging part, the shiny part, there's actually an operator that stands in that, and this makes it easier for the operator to reach the electricity lines and the telephone posts.
Yeah, so I am Dustin Shepard with Bluegrass Sportsplex here in E-Town. Pleasure to be out here with all of our Hardin County schools and our middle school and 8th graders out here to be able to help them with their future career pathways and be able to answer questions that maybe they're not able to ask in their everyday kind of classroom setting. So we are an indoor sports venue and events venue as well. So we are a facility that offers basketball courts, volleyball courts, indoor soccer field, batting cages. We've got primal sports performance training in there, and then we also have some other local small businesses that are tenants. So basically they rent out space of our facility to be able to run their companies inside our facility. So Cornerstone Fitness offers like a Pilates, yoga, bar class. Simu Golf E-Town, they offer indoor golf simulators. And then we've got Central Kentucky Athletics. They are a cheerleading and gymnastics gym, and they offer a dance studio as well. And then we've got CrossFit Elizabethtown in there, which is obviously a CrossFit gym located in our facility. But we're able to do all sorts of stuff, events like this today. We have 103,000 square feet to be able to host events for all scales, national tournaments, whether that be for wrestling or pickleball or basketball, volleyball, we can kind of do it all at our facility. So we opened January of 2020, right before the lovely COVID-19 pandemic happened. So we were open for about 3 months, and then obviously during that March time, when the pandemic happened, we shut down for about 16 weeks. And then we opened back up and obviously have been slowly back up. And so now we're back at 100% and have been for a while. So we're a brand new facility. If you haven't been out there, would love to have you out there and enjoy our space and see what it can offer you all as well. So we are located at 208 Peterson Drive, and that's here in E-Town. So that's right off of Highway 62 or right off of Ring Road. You can get to it on both sides on Peterson Drive there here in E-Town.
Yeah, so my name is Desiree Britt. I go to North Hardin.
I'm Alyssa Lindsay. I go to Central Hardin.
I'm Jeremiah Pitts. I go to John Hardin High School.
So this is a law enforcement table. It's basically just intro to criminal justice. So we do criminal investigations, forensics, law enforcement, obviously. Corrections, yeah. So I'm from North, he's from John, and she's from Central. So it's kind of just all three of us from different schools, but we all go to John Hardin to take this class. So it's kind of just a mix of everyone. I definitely say, like, I didn't really know how the rights of citizens worked when it comes to police officers, corrections, and all of that. So I think that's definitely, like, opened my mind to a lot of things.
Hi, my name is Tamara Higgins. I am a 9th grader at John Hardin High School. So I am a manager and officer for John Hardin DECA. I am one of the store managers, which is ran on a daily by our DECA students. Our store is mainly a great opportunity for entrepreneurship, project management. It's one of those things that it's very helpful when you get into the real world, especially if you want to go into entrepreneurship. It's very hands-on. It allows you to really broaden your horizons as far as what you want to do when you get into your real world, whether you're going down the business and marketing pathway or honestly anything in real life. At John Hardin, we offer a lot of classes. We offer business and marketing, sports management, entrepreneurship, just a lot of classes that really get you ready for what you're doing as soon as you leave high school. So DECA is a very inclusive club. It allows students to really choose where they're going as far as their pathway, what they're doing in life, and really allowing them to get hands-on experience if they so choose to do it outside of school. So for DECA, you have a large scale of events, whether it's project management, finance, logistics, anything that really includes business.
So we're here at Pritchard Community Center today for a career fair. We're trying to talk to the kids, kind of explain to them a little bit about what we do and a little bit about how you become a conservation officer. Well, we hope that the kids take away from this, that being a conservation officer is a great career choice. It's a very fun job. We get a lot of enjoyment out of what we do. And it's also very challenging and requires a lot of hard work and dedication in order to be able to complete and pass the academy. So this would be considered a non-typical white-tailed deer. This deer was killed illegally in Nelson County, Kentucky. It was seized and then awarded to the department through the court process. So this is a pretty unique deer. It's got a lot of character. Its main beam comes straight down. They would consider that a drop, but it's got a main beam drop. It also has a drop tine on a tine right here that you can see, which is unique. We call this an Acorn Kicker. This deer scored about 187 inches and was killed illegally in Nelson County. So to be a conservation officer in the state of Kentucky, all you have to do, in order to be any police officer in the state of Kentucky, you've got to have a high school diploma and you must be 21 years of age. As long as you've got a high school diploma, 21 years of age, then you'll start the application process when a position becomes open. Everybody that applies typically gets starts the process. We'll have a test, psych evaluations, polygraph examinations, a physical fitness test, a swim test, medical screening, and that's all just to get the opportunity to be a conservation officer. So we get a lot of applicants every year. We dwindle that down to about 25 or so, and then that's what we'll send to the academy. When we send 25 recruits to the academy, we're hoping that we'll get about 10 to 15 of those that'll actually complete the academy and graduate and become Kentucky conservation officers.
Hi, my name is Mason Medic. I am a senior at North Hardin High School, and I am a part of the EC3 Automotive program. Some of the benefits is you're guaranteed your senior year to take your ASE testing 100% free to get your entry-level certifications. That way, as soon as you graduate, you can go ahead and start working. Some other great things that we have to offer, we have the Skills USA program where you get to compete against the surrounding counties and basically show off your skills. And anything you ever need to know, you will learn in this class. And it's always, one thing I always, tell students is going into this class, you always need to go in there with an open mindset and be ready to learn, because you think you might know everything, but you're always going to learn something in this class.
All right, so my name is Bovin. I graduate the year 2022. I'm representing the aviation program at EC3 today. And I'm out here just kind of representing us and what we do. We just started up the new Skills USA competitions, which is where we take this drone right here and we do different competitions with it. For example, one person will be flying the drone and one person will be observing. We'll have to take pictures of different objects and then go land on different pads. And the different stuff we do in the program, we just fly drones and we learn the specifications and qualifications of it. It's a great opportunity to get a job and a career going. They also give you the opportunity to get your Part 107 drone certification. And overall, it's just a really good program. Definitely start studying up on the Part 107 specifications and just learn the basics about the drone. But overall, you don't need to know a whole lot coming into it. That's why it's a real nice program, because they get you into it and they teach you everything that you need to know already.
All right, so my name is Aiden Eagle. I'm in the engineering pathway, and so pretty much the engineering pathway is for technology students that are wanting to go into the engineering field. These robots were made, this one was made by me and engineered by me. Pretty much it was to complete the task of VEX robotics. This robot was made a couple years back that was really good at what it was supposed to do. And both these robots were made to do different tasks and different opportunities and stuff. I would say get in soon. Take the opportunities that are given to you and start early as soon as you can, so you can get the opportunities that may not be given to you later on. My hope is to get into like some engineering pathway in college, and hopefully with VEX robotics that I can get into like maybe a scholarship or something that I can get to take into college with some kind of paid off, or even just like a career in the engineering pathway, that being robotics or any other type of engineering field.
Hello, I'm Justin Hornback. I'm the media arts teacher at EC3. So we're showcasing what we have available. So we offer training for students from 9th through 12th grade in all things video, basically. So we go out and about throughout the community and the district and film for our Channel 2, which I've got streaming on one of our computers here. And then they will edit that together on this computer, on a computer like this. And this is Adobe Premiere Pro. So then they'll put all the files that they've taken together and edit those together, and then it will end up going on our channel. So we like to showcase everything that goes on throughout the district, throughout the county. We film all sorts of things. We'll film things like what's going on today, the fair. We also go out to a bunch of sporting events, and we do things during the school day, throughout the community, different meetings, celebrations, all kinds of stuff. And it's a lot of fun. The students really enjoy getting out. Like the folks that are filming this right now are students in the media arts pathway, and that's what they're doing. So they're putting this together and filming it to then show throughout everybody and throughout the world, which is pretty cool, a neat opportunity. So that's what we offer in the media arts pathway at EC3.
Yeah, so it's the Hardin County Sheriff's Office, Radcliffe Police, as well as us, the Elizabethtown Police Department, and we're just here just showcasing what a career in law enforcement is really like. It's a great opportunity for us to interact with citizens, young citizens who may be interested in a career in law enforcement in the future, in the not so far future. So it's just a good opportunity for us to make those connections early and maybe show what we have to offer. You know, make good contacts now. Oddly enough, my DARE officer when I was in 6th grade became my first supervisor at the Elizabethtown Police Department. So it's a good time as an 8th grader to establish those relationships. The Elizabethtown Police Department, we have a cadet program available to ages 16 and up, and that's a good thing to be involved in. I was also a part of that, and it really is a good inside look at what a career in law enforcement is like. Also, we have a Teen Citizens Police Academy that's available to anyone aged 14 to 18, and we open that up every summer immediately after school. So again, these are all good opportunities and just good ways for us to make connections with someone potentially interested in law enforcement. Teen Citizens Police Academy can contact me, chris.denham at elizabethtownky.gov, or give us a call and we'll kind of walk them along those steps.
Hi, I'm Ariana Lewis. I'm in the North Hardin chapter, and I am here to talk about family consumer science is the pathway we've had that covers all of this. It covers parenting, teaching, fashion, money skills, all of these, culinary, all of these big things you need of life skills. We did just start a new pathway, however, that only focuses on teaching because a lot of people want to be a teacher and they don't need those other skills. So I'm here to talk about the new teaching pathway. Not a lot of people knew FCS was for teaching, and they just recently figured that out. So we have less kids at our school that wanted to be teachers but that won't go into it. They don't know the study of teachers, they don't know what they go through, and now that this pathway is here, I feel it'll bring more awareness to the topic, it'll bring more knowledge, it'll bring more students to have. I take a class right now called Principles of Teaching where I go and I travel out to middle schools and I teach at middle schools, so I get that real life experience and I don't have to pay for it. So I feel like a lot of kids having that experience will make them be like, oh, I really like this, I want to do this as a career.
Do you feel like it's really prepping you for college?
I do, because I'm not spending all this money on college. If I decided I didn't like teaching, I'm not paying for it. So I think it's a really good experience to figure out what you want to do. And that's why I really like this pathway. And it's also held at EC3, so you get dual credit towards your college.
My name is Michelle Bowen. I'm the Deputy Director at Hardin County 911. Hardin County 911 is called a PSAP. It's a primary safety answering point. We answer all 911 calls in Hardin County, excluding Fort Knox, and we dispatch for 14 fire departments, 2 law enforcement agencies, and several other smaller agencies. To be a 911 telecommunicator, it requires a high school diploma. You must be 18, and then there are several tests that you would have to go through. This job is for somebody that likes to help people. We take, like I said, we take all the 911 calls. Sometimes they're not true emergencies, but when somebody calls 911, they think that they're having the worst day of their life. So you get to help them, and it's very fulfilling. So to apply for Hardin County 911, you would go to the HCEC-TV website. There is a place on there for human resources where you can fill out an application, or you can come to the county government building and apply in person. So here we have, this is what we can simulate a 911 call. So you guys could call 911, we could answer, and then that way you can get an idea of what questions you'll be asked and different things that happen when you call 911. Okay, so this is a software that we use. When you call 911, you're asked for your name, your address, and your location. We put that information in. We can see where you're located. It's good. We can see where you're located on the map, and then we get a better idea of what's around you, what some things could be going on, what dangers there are, things like that. And then we also have specific questions that we always ask.
Hi, I'm Chris from Hardin County Water District number 2. I'm a treatment plant operator. If you'll come over here and we'll take a look. This is what we call a jar test machine. What we're doing here is this is how we actually treat the water at the treatment plant. We add a little bit of polymer, which is a highly positively charged ion, and it draws all the negatively charged ions in water, which is mostly dirt, together and forms what we call flock. Eventually all the flock starts to settle out where it runs through our filters. After it goes through our filters, then we hit it with some chlorine in order to disinfect it, and then we send it through the water lines. Over here we have part of our microbiology lab. We've got a couple different things that we do here. These are called total coliform tests. They're both the same test. It's just one way
We can actually give a customer a count of how many bacteria they have in their well. The other way is just a presence, absence type of test. It just shows whether the bacteria is present or not. We cannot count from that way. Here we have just a chlorine meter. This is how we know and test our water out in the water system. We just go through and anything that's clear, we have to actually stay in flush. It's part of our water quality program. Anything that turns pink lets us know that there's chlorine in that area and keeps everything safe to drink. And here we just have a little bit of a markup of a city. And it just basically shows how everything just kind of flows through our water system. It shows how as you use the water, it gets passed through the system. It starts at a reservoir, goes through a treatment plant, and then it goes to all the homes. And then, unfortunately, we don't have any way to show it, but the water actually travels through the wastewater system. And unfortunately, we don't deal with wastewater. That would be for the city of Elizabethtown.
All right, so I was asked to come here today with my business, Heartland Hydro Seeding, basically to show students that there are opportunities outside of college in the local green industry. And what we do, we provide a hydro seeding service that is basically in between seed and straw and sod, but with fantastic results, and we pride ourselves on the quality of the product.
Can you explain the pathway that would be considered under hydro seeding?
Yeah, so it could be under either business, because I am an entrepreneur, so operating the business and invoicing payables, all that stuff is very important, as well as communicating with the customer on a daily basis with quotes and estimates. But also agriculture would be huge as well, just because this pathway is definitely involved with you're putting seed in the ground with a wood fiber mulch, and so it's very important that you know what ingredients go in the mix, and just making sure that you provide a good quality product in the area. All right, so the biggest thing I want students to learn is just, I was a teacher at Bluegrass Middle School for 2 years. I taught the Career Pathways course, and one thing I want the students to know is that there are opportunities outside of college that are great opportunities in the green industry, just for one example, but at the same time, just to look at different options rather than going into college not knowing what you want to do. So I want to show them today that you can do something with a simple machine and just a little drive, and you can operate a really good business in this area, because this area is booming for business, a lot of industry coming our way, and so we're excited to serve the customers of the community.
I'm here for representing Human Services. I'm the district social worker for Hardin County Schools, but I'm also a professor for social work for U of L and WKU. So I'm representing those professions here, talking to kids that are interested in being therapists, that are interested in being social workers, or just working with families and kids. If you go to ECTC, the first pathway is Human Services, and then when you get for your bachelor's and master's, it would be social work or counseling, depending on which way you want to go. What they learn is the process of how to become a social worker, a therapist, or even a professor, since that's something that I do.
My name is Tyler Meyer. I'm from North Hardin High School. I'm a senior, and the field I'm in is networking. In that area, I configure different routers to learn and get more experience through BBTEL internship. That experience can give me more insight into my field, and I can get an open door to more networking careers, like a network administrator. I mean, the field's always changing, so I mean, there's just going to be more and more fields for people to get into, and it's just going to keep increasing job outlook. Just get started. Mostly experience is what you need, and once you get that, you're pretty good. It's mostly just getting the experience and certifications.
My name is Clayton Hogman. I am the Cadet Lieutenant Colonel at Central Hardin High School. I am the battalion commander. Junior ROTC stands for Junior Officers Training Corps. JROTC is by no means a requirement to be inside the military. It is more of a team building class. You can work together with new people you've never met. It can be from other schools, you've never met them in your life before. Like I said, it's team building. We have Raider, rifle, drill, color guard too. There's physical fitness. There's also marching, learning how to march, marching movements, all that kind of stuff. This here is our air rifle for rifle team. This costs approximately $1,200. These are targets that we shoot at. This rifle shoots .177 caliber little caps. This is just not meant to kill anybody. It's just meant for precision shooting at targets.
So we're here for the career day, and we are pushing marketing. We're the career path of marketing, so students that have an interest in marketing products or marketing for businesses are coming by our table and taking a shot at putting together some marketing plans for somebody. So marketing is being able to promote, whether it's a business, it's people, it's a product. Our job is to help get the word out so people know to be able to buy that product or know that that business is there. Well, I hope they learn that marketing is an opportunity for them to be creative and to use talents that they were given to help other people market the products that they have.
Well, I work with Magnolia Bank, and any opportunity that we can get to come out and talk with the youth of the community, we want to be able to come out, tell them a little bit about banking, what goes into banking, and maybe some of the jobs that have to do with banking that you wouldn't normally think, oh, I could do that at a bank. You know, things like marketing, things like management. So a lot of that can go into banking. So we want to get out here and we want to let people know if your career pathway has to do with finance, with accounting, then we want to let you know there's a career in banking for you if that's something you want. We talk a lot with students. We go to middle schools, we go to high schools. We come to EC3 sometimes. And we let them, you know, we talk to the finance classes, we talk to the accounting classes, we talk to marketing, business management classes, and we just kind of let them know what our day looks like, what we do on a daily basis, and what that would look like for you as you go through college. Here's kind of some of the stuff you want to take when you're in college, and then this is kind of some of the stuff you get to do once you work with the bank. You get to go out and you get to talk to the public and the community. Well, like I said, I hope that they learn that no matter what career pathway you have, to a certain extent, that there could be a career in banking for you. Culinary might be a little harder for a career in banking rather than finance or accounting, but there's always something that we can talk to the students about, and we really just enjoy getting to talk to the students, let them know that we're here, because even if they didn't work with us, we want them to know that we're in the community in case the time comes that they need a banking relationship. We want to start that relationship early.
My name's Josh. I work for Mr. Electric here in Elizabethtown. We're a residential service and repair company, and we're just here today to show these young people that they're able to get into trades and make a good living. Yeah, we've got tools of the trade, just a few. We got a light, this new LED lighting, smoke detectors, health and safety devices are always important, and surge protection these days has become a big deal to prevent electrical surges and spikes that can damage your electronics and your appliances. So very important, especially in your home. All these things here on the board are more commercial, industrial type setup, different ways you can do wiring, different types of conduit and switches and outlets and things of that nature. So just some ideas of what you get into when you become an electrician.
My name is Pediatra Gavin Trotty. I'm a diesel mechanic for the Navy, what we call an engineman. I'm really just here to talk about the Navy. So anything from the NROTC scholarship to the Naval Academy, sea, air, land, warrior challenge programs like the Navy SEALs, reserves, regular propulsion, which anything anyone wants to know. It really depends upon their path and what they want to do, because there's over 7 different fields and ranges from construction to administration, computers and electronic fields to hospital deployment.
All right, so we are in touch. So a new career path recently has been added, that is cosmetology. So I know that quite a few kids have signed up for cosmetology as well as management, which is, we have that as well. So we have some shampoos and conditioners that are Aveda. We are all Aveda at our salon. Between our retail as well as we use Aveda products within. We have some bifolds. These are recruitments that we take to hair schools that we show and what we offer, as well as just pins. So I love the opportunities that In Touch gives me. With being Aveda, there is a lot of different things, a lot of different career paths that even if I decided not to stay in Touch, I can go further into the Aveda world.
Hello, I'm Haley Spears and I own O'Neill's Boutique at Back Home Restaurant. I run O'Neill's Boutique and I sell to a majority of just about anybody, any age. We do clothing items, we do jewelry, we do accessories. We actually have a restaurant underneath of us, so we have food too. We have a lot for just about any age group. Be very patient. There's a lot to learn. It can be overwhelming at the beginning because going into it, there's a lot of legalities and stuff where you have to get a seller's permit and all that fun legal stuff, but hold on to it because people will help you all the way through it and you will learn all the way through it and then you'll be a blast by the end of it, for sure. It'll be worth it. We started in one tiny little room and now we are 3 huge rooms. So it's a lot of fun as long as you stick with it. Definitely start at City Hall. Start with your bank. When you go to open your business banking account, they can definitely help you get a lot of your legalities out of the way. They can help you to get your seller's permit, your EIN, employer identification number, all of your banks and your lawyers and accountants. They will definitely help you get through the whole legal process of it, for sure.
So I'm here today at the Pritchard Community Center because it is a job fair, and I'm a photographer who has a pilot's license to fly drones. It's a requirement with the FAA that if you want to use a drone for any kind of commercial purpose, that you have to have a pilot's license. So I'm here to represent the idea of utilizing aviation assets in with a small business and to expand upon your utilizing this new kind of tool to bring a new style photography into my business of photography. So the pathway to get a drone license is it's all regulated by the FAA. So it's actually really easy. You just need to do some self-study. There's no formal courses you have to do. You can go out on YouTube, you can buy and watch some videos, you can buy some books, there's some online courses you can do. However you choose to study on your own. It takes maybe a week or 2 if you want to. And then you just have to register to take the course through the FAA. The local testing site is up in Louisville, and it costs $160 to the FAA to take this test. And once you pass it, a month later, the license comes in the mail, and now you're licensed to operate a drone and use it for whatever commercial purpose you deem fit. I hope that they learn that there's actually, this is a business opportunity. A lot of people see drones as just a toy that they get for Christmas and they have fun with it. They fly it around their home or in and around and whatnot, chase their dogs and cats with it. But there's actually many job applications that you can have with it. And it's not that hard. Even as a teenager, you can get your license and you can go start a small business and make money with that drone that you have right now. And so it doesn't, I use it for, well, actually, that's one right there flying. I don't know if you want to shoot a picture of it. So it's the same model as that one. I just feel like my insurance would not cover if I chop somebody. But anyway, I just hope that, they can understand that there's many applications if they want to take this hobby that they have at their house and turn it into a job. So I do photography, so I use it for photography. They can do land surveying, inspections. Farmers are now using them. Law enforcement's now using it. So there's a whole wide array of use of drones other than just having fun. So why not use the drone and make money doing the thing that you have fun doing at home already?
Well, I'm with the Radcliffe Fort Knox Tourism Commission, and our job is to promote the Radcliffe community to the traveling public. And I'm the executive director, and I've been with the commission for 25 years. I love the people I work with. I enjoy that very much. And I also like the fact that what I do has a positive impact on the community. So give it a spin, give it a spin. Everybody wants the sunglasses today.
My name's Dylan Smith. I'm a senior at Central Hardin. So here at the Residential Maintenance Pathway, EC3 offers, you start your way in the intro class. You learn how to use tools, how to be safe around them. You learn what they do. You can identify them. After that, you move up to the carpentry course where you frame a house. We don't have too much time to get into finished work like drywall, but we learn how to do it, but we don't get to do it. You move up to wiring. You learn how to do everything after the breaker panel. You learn how to wire receptacles, GFCI, 3-way and 4-ways. You learn how to troubleshoot. You can learn why it's not working and how you can fix it when it's not working. You can get certifications in all 3 of those courses. You can get a certification showing you know what tools are and how to use them. You can get a safety certification from OSHA that you're required to have on any job site. Then you can move to wiring and have a circuitry certification that tells the job do you know how to do what they want you to do. You can go into the internship class. You can go to class, then go to work for the rest of the day. You can make money while everybody else is in school.
My name is Shannon Ford. I am with Signature Healthcare of Elizabethtown, and I am the Director of Admissions and Marketing. Signature Healthcare, we are a skilled nursing facility. We offer short-term rehab if somebody has just had a hospital stay and needs to come to get a little bit of physical and occupational therapy to regain strength before returning back home. Or we also offer long-term care, which is like a nursing home where they live and we take care of them. Today we are showcasing just a couple of different options, a couple of different activities as far as things that we do to help our residents at our facility as far as different activities of daily living as far as like shoehorns, or we have one activity that demonstrates what it's like to have poor vision and try to still pick up things because I think we often get very impatient with our elders at times because they can't see or they can't hear, and so we have an activity to try to let these teenagers know that we need to have a little bit more patience and help. For healthcare is definitely a booming field right now. If you guys are interested, you can actually get your CNA while you're in high school and work at any facility that you wanted to. So you can start your career path very early and just move right up as an adult.
Okay, so we directly work with Hardin County pathways that they already have set up for high school students. So the business and marketing, you have business and marketing, we're already set up with the automotive side. So like with diesel, we have the EC3 students come in, but which is a very established program that we have with you all already. But we also have those other pathways as well. So if you're looking for something in accounting, sales, marketing, all of those different pathways that line up with your Hardin County pathways, we have opportunities for co-op opportunities and apprenticeships and different things like that
here at the Swope family of dealerships?
We're here representing Swope family of dealerships. I guess allowing to show the business aspect of our industry and make sure the community and young students know exactly what we're doing.
What do you hope they learn from being here?
I think the biggest thing we hope they learn is there's so much opportunity for growth in our industry. Everybody knows that we've got a huge Ford plant coming in the south end of town, which is going to actually grow our industry even more. We want to know everybody that we're here and we're here to stay and grow.
I am Steve Nykirk. I'm a real estate agent with United Real Estate. This is
Snatter, United Real Estate Louisville.
This is Whitney Wallace. She's from South Central Bank. She's a loan officer. And this is Matt Smith. He is a home inspector with 2 Vets Home Inspection. What we do, we help people buy and sell their houses. So we start out obviously finding out what they need, and then we go from there, show them lots of houses, get them all set up with the perfect house. We talk to Whitney, who gets them a loan for the house so they can get going on that, so they can get the money and get in the house. And then we call this guy Matt. So he'll go out to the house, him and his team, and they'll inspect the house, which is very important to make sure that the house is safe for them to be in and there are no issues. Well, I've got a few different things here. Talks about why, if you want to be a real estate agent, what you do on a daily basis. I've got some roadmaps to talk about if you want to buy or you want to sell. Kind of talks about the process that you go through, starting from the beginning to the end, which I will utilize these guys to help me in that. So, and then we've got some free things we're giving away, some candy. Whitney's got a game.
And a wheel of buying versus renting.
Yep. And Matt's got all kinds of cool gadgets here. You want to check these out, because it's some of the things he uses in a home inspection. So I do what I do, and I'm sure Becky feels the same way, is we love helping people. My background is in customer service, so I've always done that. So this is just another way that I can help people in one of the biggest things they ever do in their lives. It's very rewarding. You meet all kinds of different people. It's hard work, but we really enjoy it. And I'm sure Whitney and Matt feel the same way. That special feeling you have when you get somebody something that they've worked so hard for. It's a great feeling, and that's why we do it.
Okay, so you've owned a home for 20 years, so that gets you the big bucks. So now you've developed all of that equity, which has gotten you that much more money. So you get 2 more spins. Like you've owned for another 20 years, so you've built some big bucks, and so now you've got all of that equity just from owning a home. Oh yeah. Well, for 20 more years, so now you started out with this, and you've got quite your nest egg.
Yeah. All right.
The fun one is when someone gets on a rent and I have to take all that.
Our table is welding, and I'm here from EC3 representing it, explaining everything, like all your certifications you can do, all the stuff, and how much it pays usually, and just general basic stuff, trying to get kids interested in doing it, because it's a dying breed. There's always going to be a demand for welders, and there's not many left anymore. All right, so the main thing is our welding hoods. This is auto darkening welding hood, so when you strike that arc when you're welding, it automatically darkens. We got a chipping hammer to knock the slag off your stick weld. We got MIG pliers to cut your wire after you get it too far out in MIG. We got tape measure, some soapstone, some gloves, and then we got some test pieces that we did for our certifications. So this is what you do for your industrial certification. You weld one side of a T-joint, then bend it. If it doesn't break, you pass. And they also cut it. This is a pipe weld that you practice on for like the pipeline and refineries. So you're just practicing getting that groove in there, making sure you got good penetration. We also got a welding jacket so you don't burn yourself. I've done that plenty of times. This is stuff we do, like in class we make a little artwork and we make stuff, just random stuff, and we get graded for it, we get extra credit for it as well. We don't got really much anything else right now. What I enjoy the most is just the feeling of it. Once you put that hood down, it's just you and the weld, there's nothing else. Your mind just kind of clears out, you're just thinking about the weld, and so it's more of like it's peaceful when you're welding, but there's also a lot of work with it, and what I enjoy the most is probably when I stop a weld and I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just did that, and you surprise yourself, and it's always, you want the weld, the weld you're about to do better than the last one you did.
I'm Kayla Douthit. I'm with HCEC Workforce Solutions. So I help with apprenticeships, co-ops, internships, any type of work-based learning. So if you're interested in apprenticeships, you just contact Workforce Solutions, or you can actually contact the college and be transferred to our department. I help match you up with employers, getting you a real job plus college at the same time. It's just a really good opportunity to get paid while you go to school.